Hi everybody, thank you so much for taking the next few minutes to watch this introduction video. Really the purpose of the next few minutes is to help you have a better understanding of this Patreon page and what our intentions are. I want to introduce to you my lovely assistant who happens to be my wife of 18 years. And so she's going to ask me some questions that she and others have asked or have expressed that they need an answer to, and hopefully that'll be helpful to you. So take it away.
So who is Restoring Hope Counseling and Coaching?
Restoring Hope Counseling and Coaching is a mental health and addictions private practice located in Cincinnati, Ohio. We started the practice about 6.5 years ago with the initial intention of really just providing top quality counseling services to those people that live in our area. And so the company has grown pretty quickly, especially over the last 3.5 years or so. And so we've expanded our mission and our efforts to not only help those who have some counseling needs, but also those who may benefit from some leadership coaching and coaching in some other areas. And so right now we have 9 people working here, and we're trying to expand our influence, as I said, through Patreon and some other social media sites.
What is the reason for this Patreon page?
Yeah, well, the Patreon page was created and is being created, and the content will continue to add to it, really for the main purpose of helping us help other people. So let me explain what that means real quick. We have a real strong desire to raise the leadership capacity and the leadership abilities of people in private practice who are providing mental health and addiction services here locally, as well as faith leaders who are also in the trenches helping individuals who live with mental health and emotional issues. So we're also aware that globally, in many third world countries, there really is no formal mental health system. So the purpose of this page, and we'll talk about this in just a few minutes, one of the purposes of the page is to ask you to partner with us so that we can provide some leadership training to those in third world countries and those in our country here that would benefit from raising their ability to lead themselves in their company. Because one of the things we do believe is that if we can help other people increase their leadership capacity, then they're going to be able to help more people. And so that's really our ultimate goal, is to help more people, not just here in the United States, but around the world.
So you kind of touched on this, but why did you choose to invest time into this Patreon page?
Certainly the internet and technology is not one of my strong suits. And so being willing to take the extra step and invest some energy and time into creating this Patreon page really is a result of a really strong calling, a real strong pull that I have that I had to help other people, as I mentioned earlier, globally and locally. So one of the things I've become aware of, certainly locally and in larger and larger regions, is that most of us, and maybe even all of us, but most of us who are trained counselors like myself, when we were in graduate school, we really received no training whatsoever on business development or leadership skills, and even increasing our leadership skills. And so we see a big need here locally and again elsewhere for mental health professionals, for addiction professionals, for pastors to increase their ability to influence and help more people. And so I see that as a calling of mine and something that I feel strongly pulled towards. And with the idea of being able to help 30,000, which is our goal, 30,000 people in 10 years, to help 30,000 people increase their leadership capacity, and then each one of them will affect maybe hundreds of people. We are then talking about how you partnering with us on Patreon may help us help millions of people globally. That's very exciting.
So you start to answer this, but how then will the people watching help Restoring Hope to achieve what you want with this Patreon page?
Yeah, good question. So there's a couple things that will happen if you choose to become a patron of this Patreon page. Number one, you will open up the opportunity for us through this Patreon page to invest into you to help you individually increase your leadership capacity in whatever industry or profession you're in. And so by subscribing to our Patreon page at one of the 3 tiers that you see, then you'll gain access to a lot of content, some videos and some written content, some other things as well to help you increase your leadership ability. That's number one. The second thing simply is with your monthly subscription fee that would come in, we will use those funds to help us create other content in addition to what you'll see on Patreon. It'll help us create other content to provide leadership and business development content for mental health professionals, addiction professionals, leaders in the faith community around the world so that they can help more people. We're specifically targeting those people who are in the trenches trying to help people with mental health and emotional health issues. So that's how you can help by becoming part of Patreon.
So this not only benefits the people out here watching, but also then you have the opportunity to help someone else as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're strong believers in that the people that we help directly in our counseling office through our practice here, that we're not just helping them, we're helping all the people that they're connected with. So somebody has some emotional trauma going on and we're able to help them. We not only help them individually, but everybody else that they're connected to is affected by what we do. So our goal is to reach and to help 30,000 leaders increase their capacity. So if each one of those 30,000 affect 5 people, let's say, and we're sure that they affect more than 5 people, but let's just say they affect 5 people, then in 10 years we will have improved the lives of 150,000 people globally, and that's an amazing thing.
Wow. So when can patrons partner with you, and when can they start receiving the benefits of partnering with Restoring Hope?
Well, that's a fantastic question because you can start right now by becoming a patron of this Patreon page. And so right next to this video, and I think probably right just above it, there's a red button that says, I want to become a patron. And so if you click on that button, you'll have the option of subscribing to one of the 3 tiers at either a $25 level, a $30 level, or a $35 level. And that will give you different levels of access to content. And so you can start partnering with us immediately. And what benefits will you get? Well, they're all listed on the section of each of the tiers. It'll tell you what the benefits are: videos, content, video conferencing, coaching, all those kinds of things, and more will come as we develop. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look forward to connecting with you. Have a great day.